of human needs. Dale Carnegie, in How to Win Friends and Influence People, tells you about human nature and why you can win friends or why you can connect with other people and also influence them. The second book I'm going to recommend now is How to Talk to Anyone, Anywhere, Anytime by Larry King. These two books would give you the rules to know how to better express yourself. They'll give you the best way to share what you have in mind and get results, which is important for yourself as a person, for yourself as a business or as a business owner. So again, I come. Both books are one, Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and book two, How to Talk to Anyone, Anywhere, Anytime by Larry King. Then, secondly, the second thing you need to do in terms of expressing yourself, or the second thing you can look at to know how to better express yourself after reading, is you should be honest with yourself on where you are in your networking or your connection journey. Be honest with yourself. Nothing beats being honest with yourself. It's important. And I'm going to tie being honest with yourself with practicing. It's very, very important. Okay. Now you need to sit down and take a personal audit. Where am I? Am I comfortable with one on one conversations? Am I comfortable with two-person conversations? Am I comfortable with three-person conversations? Can I speak to a room of 100 people now? Remember, who you are now does not define who you are in the future. But who you are now is a pointer to who you can improve yourself to become in the future. So sit down, take a personal audit. What kind of conversations am I comfortable in? Am I comfortable in one-on-one conversations? Am I comfortable in on two people conversations, three people conversations? At that point, the moment you're able to get that into your mind, you begin to see that, okay, you have an honest assessment of where you are and you know where you can improve. Because that's the whole idea. The whole idea is you are able to share with yourself where you can improve. That's why you're going to take that honest assessment of yourself. Then I mentioned practicing. It's important you practice. Okay, it's important you practice. And by practicing, I don't mean you have to do something big. No, wake up every morning, go to your mirror and practice. Practice by saying, "Hi, my name is so so so. Can I get to meet you? Can I get to know you?" That's one way to practice. Or you can draw up your own script. If you want, we can draw up a script and share with you after this. So learn to practice. By the time you're practicing, you get to discover that after day one, day two, day three, what you're doing is you're making it a part of your nature. So when you go to events, when you go to places, you know inherently you have practiced. It will just come to you naturally. Okay, and it will help you dispel that fear. So number one, you should read. I gave you two recommendations. Number two, you should practice and be honest with yourself about where you are. Then number three, you should aim to speak with clarity and confidence. So before you approach someone, have it in mind that this is what I'm going to talk about. Okay, even if you have a lot of things, you have to lead the conversation with an angle. You need to choose an angle through which you are going to lead the conversation. Because if you don't choose that angle through which you're going to lead the conversation, you're going to lose the initiative in the talk. So choose one or two angles through which you're going to lead the conversation and go there. So speak with confidence, speak with clarity, and sometimes there might be moments of silence in your conversation. It's fine. You can leave that small gap before thinking of what to talk again. Okay. So if you're going to a business conference, for instance, you can tell yourself that I'm going to talk to people about two things. Let's use Nafisa Isa as an example now. She said she's a jewelry maker and she is a writer. So it means you can identify two segments of people. One segment is when you meet them, "Hi, I'm Nafisa. Yes, can I get to meet you?" or hi, I'm Nafisa, and they return with their name, and you'll be like, oh, what do you do? Take an interest in them. What do you do? They will tell you, and in turn, I promise you, they can ask you that, what do you do too? Then you can tell them, I'm a jewelry maker, and lead the conversation from there. Don't box yourself. So learn to speak with clarity, learn to speak with confidence, and in doing so, pick an angle from which you want to lead the conversation. Now, lastly, the tip I'm going to share with you is people remember conversations due to the experience they have from such conversations. That's why the element of stories are important in conversations, okay? And again, you need to give people the space to express themselves in conversations. Let it not be that you're the only one talking. Let it not be that you're the only one taking the spotlight. Ask meaningful questions. Okay. So the last point is learn to connect and give a great experience by asking meaningful questions and sharing an experience, a worthy experience. Okay. Connect with people, share your experiences, ask meaningful questions. They're very important. All right. So these are tips that you can use to learn how you can express yourself better. Like I mentioned, we are not going to take much of your time. We're going to make sure we stay within time of an hour, and this is 10:31 already. So I'm going to stop here. I'll recap my conversation, and when the second speaker is on, please, if you have any questions, you can put them down, and when this, or you can write them in the chat box. When the second speaker is done, we're going to take up your questions and answer them. All right. She's going to speak for about 15 to 20, and we can have the rest. The second speaker is going to speak for about 15 to 20 minutes, and we can have the rest of the time to ask questions. So if you have your questions, put them in a chat box, and we're going to attend to them after our conversation. I recap again. For you to be able to express yourself, first, develop the habit of reading. Read. And I've given you two recommendations, book recommendations. Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and Larry King, How to Talk to Anyone, Anywhere, Anytime. Number two, be honest with yourself about where you are. Learn to practice. Okay, it's it's important. It's really, really important. Number three, learn to speak with clarity and confidence. All right, know the angle you're leading the conversation with. It's important. And number four, you should connect to people with stories and experiences and also ask meaningful questions. All right. So, with this, we have come to the end of the first talk section, and we're going to go to the second talk section. I am hopeful that her network is better now. Our instructor for the second talk section is none other than Aisha Safiano. I've known Aisha for a while now. She is a part of our community at the Comet Minds community, and I can tell you for a fact that she is a business person. She is someone who has been applying herself to business alongside every other thing she does, and she runs Aishmira. It's a okay. I'm sure she's going to explain what she does at Aishmira, but with Aishmira, I have seen her sell products to people, and we have been able to see that business is not easy, but business can grow. So she's going to take us on how you can sell your business, how you can sell your products. She will share some tips that you can pick from in this short time and how you can apply them. So please welcome Aisha Sofiano as she takes us on the second segment. Hi, Aisha. Hello, Aisha. She's speaking, but it seems the network is bad still. Hi, Aisha. Your network is not really strong. Is there a way we can if you have another network to switch to, I think it would help. Or is it a speaker problem? Please hang on for Aisha. She will come in soon. Hi, Aisha. Are you there? Hello, Aisha. I'm sure she may be switching network. Just give her a minute or two. Hello, Aisha. Yani, I can. Make it running. No, we can't hear you. Okay, check. Are you using your laptop? Okay, go to that microphone side. You will see that arrow. Click on it. Where does it show? Like what microphone does it show? Yes, I know it's on, but if you open the, if you look at the microphone side, there's a little arrow pointing upwards. You've seen it? Yes. Yeah, you've seen it. So if you click it, it will show you the different microphone options there. Has it shown you? Okay. I really wonder what's happening. Oh, would you go out and come in again? No, we can't hear you. Okay, please do.
Okay.
Aha, we can hear you now. Hi,
All
Aisha.
right then. Hello. Okay. All right
Yes,
then.
we can hear you now.
Okay. Hello.
Welcome.
All right then. I guess I can start now.
Oh, yes, please.
All right. Hello everyone. And yes. Thank you for having me. My name is Aisha Safiano, a writer and an entrepreneur. I own Aishmira, a jewelry brand designed to make people feel confident and elegant. I daily eat shop, which brings the joy of Eid into everyday life. Both businesses are built around things I genuinely love, and my goal is to offer products that feel meaningful, not just transactional. Now, in this segment, I'm supposed to talk about how to get people to buy your products, and I'm going to go beyond the basics of just saying, okay, you have to know how to talk to people or post or do this. So I'm going to dig deep into the intricacies of what it means to get people to buy your products. So, firstly, I will start with saying you should make your brand feel like a community, not just a business. People are more likely to buy when they feel connected. Build a space where your customers feel like they're a part of something, whether that's through exclusive content, behind the scenes updates, or making them feel like the insiders. Let them be part of the journey, not just the purchase. So, for example, there are people who have WhatsApp groups for their businesses or Instagram communities for their businesses. There, you can have like special discounts for people that are part of your community. Let them feel like, okay, you care about them, not just their money. Two, you can create emotional triggers that drive these purchases. People buy based on emotions first, then they justify with logic later. Instead of saying, this is a high quality product, show them how it fits into their lives. For example, with Aishmira now, I don't just sell jewelry, I sell them a feeling. Like Coca Cola, you see their adverts. It's not just about the drink. Yes, we know it's a drink and we know what it tastes like. but what kind of feeling does it give? And you see in the video, somebody is very cheerful, they're very happy. So with Ishmir now, there's this feeling of confidence when you put on a piece and it completes your outfit. You know, like as a lady, we all like, as ladies, not just me, myself, ladies in general, we like to dress up, we like to feel good, we like to feel like there's a connection between us and what we're wearing. So with Daily Eat Shop, it's also not about the products, it's about extending the joy of Eid beyond a single day. And that is what I'm trying to do with the outfits that I will be making for Daily Eat Shop. Thirdly, we will talk about
Yeah.
leveraging scarcity without
Alpha,
being
good morning.
pushy.
I
So
did
you
one
can
meeting.
use things like only a few left
I did
or
one meeting. I'm
limited
gonna call you
time
back.
restock. So you have
I
to
did
like create
train some
this.
people. It's a lady
Now
that
we're going back to
train.
that
Yeah.
same word I said in the first topic
No,
where I
train
spoke about exclusivity. So make it feel like it's limited. Like let them feel like if this thing finishes completely, they're not going to get it again. So they don't want to miss out. However, it has to feel genuine. If something is always available, there's no urgency. Drop the exclusive pieces or seasonal collections to keep excitement high. That way, people want to come back or look for a way to replicate that item with you. Or sell without selling. You have to use a soft power. Now, instead of always saying, buy this, they'll feel like you're chasing them. Create content that makes people want your products naturally. Show it in everyday use. Share styling tips or tell the story behind it. How did I get this idea to create this? Okay, I forgot to mention this before, but Ishmael also creates gift boxes of different kinds. So gifts for weddings, naming ceremonies, and so on. So when I create these gifts, I genuinely feel happiness when my clients feels happy about what they've received or what they have ordered me to deliver to somebody. Now, when I post about it, I like to talk about why I did this thing, why this person did this thing. So instead of posting something like sorry about the noise. Instead of posting something like, okay, this gift was ordered by a wife to her husband. You can see it was their anniversary and they decided to her husband chose to buy her this special gift to celebrate their wedding anniversary. You can talk about the importance of that event. And when you weave a story into these important aspects of business and life, people tend to feel that connection between you and your business, and then it would push them to want to get that thing for someone else or for themselves. So, five, make your customers the face of your brand. People trust people more than businesses. Encourage customers to share pictures, reviews, and experiences. Featuring them makes others want to be part of the experience too. So instead of posting your products on your social media platforms, try posting your customers wearing these items. Showcase how they're feeling, their reviews, what it is they think about these products after wearing them. So, six, you're going to surprise your customers with unexpected value. Or even a personalized note makes people feel very special. Now, happy customers don't just return, they bring others with them. So instead of just giving them maybe, let's say somebody ordered incense from a brand, and then they're, let's say they're even a returning customer, instead of just sending them what they ordered, give them something like something that they can use, like a substitute product for when that finishes, or a complementary product that they can use to even put the incense and hold the incense so that it can spread in that area. Or let's say in my business, jewelry, let's say she bought necklaces, you can give them earrings that complement that specific necklace so that she would be happy to come back next time. And she can even go and start telling people, I bought from her and she gave me this and this. She did this for me. And there's that happiness when buying things from you. So each time they come, there's always, and even if it's not every time you do it, when you do it from time to time, they'll always be happy to come back to you. Now, as our first instructor, Aman Al Ghali, said reading is very important when it comes to self development. So I'll also recommend two books that can help you become a better business owner. The first one is Contagious: How to Build a Word of Mouth in the Digital Age by Jonah Berger. This book explains why certain products and brands go viral and how you can make your businesses more shareable. Two is The Psychology of Money. I have been seeing this one around, but you know how our reading culture is in Nigeria. Not everybody is trying to read. So I will still tell you what it is about. So this one just talks about understanding how people think about money and how it is key to running a successful business. So it breaks down how it's easy to apply all these rules. And lastly, before I end this discussion, I just want to say that running a business is surely not easy. I'm sure if you're a business owner, you already know that. So take breaks. It's very important. If you want to improve, you have to take breaks. That is to watch for your mental health. You have to consider that it's not every time that you have to make money. And I don't want to go into too much about money, but then I think you should have people that will be able to handle such things for you so that you can walk away when you feel like you need to. And yeah, that is the end of what I have to say for today. I would love to chat about this more, but then, as our first instructor said, we have very limited time. So thank you for listening. And if you have any questions about what we have said, just send it to the chat box and we shall answer. Thank you.
Thank you again, Aisha. Well done. And it was a very insightful session. Thank you. You shared with us what owning a business means and how we can develop our business better. I'm hopeful that we were able to get some tips from Aisha's presentation. Aisha is someone that does business. She knows this thing. So again, if
Hello, hi,
questions,
Mr. Mana.
yes.
I think you're muted.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for drawing my attention to that.
Yeah.
My apologies. Thank you. So I was saying that Aisha is someone that does business. She knows it. And thank you, Aisha, for sharing these tips for success with us, tips on how to sell your product. And I think I see one common thing in both conversations. What I did and what Aisha also shared is that you should create experiences for the people you're meeting, both for the people you want to introduce yourself to and speak with, and also the people you're selling your product or your business service to. You should learn to create experiences. And again, she mentioned that you should read. You see why reading is important. It's quite good that you read to develop yourself, because the truth is nobody is going to do self-development for you. That's just the truth. Now, at the end of the day, when you sit back 2 years from now and you look back, you might think to yourself that, oh, I could have read this, I could have done this to develop myself. So why not start now? It's important that we inculcate this habit of consuming information, because the more you consume information, the more you consume information, the more you're going to see how your mind broadens and you even come in contact with opportunities. I can tell you for free and comfortably that I have been in rooms where it's a distant conversation that related to something that I read maybe 5 years ago. And then we start talking, and before you know it, an opportunity opens up, right? So please see how you can develop yourself, see how you can subscribe to these books, I'm sure it's going to help. So, yes, it's time for questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. We have Nafisa Isa with a question here for Aisha Safiano. So, she said that she missed your lecture because of network issues. Can you please highlight what you said? Can you give a rundown again of what you explained? Over to you, Aisha.
Okay, hello Nefisa. Sorry about the fact that you had to leave because of your network issues. I hope that you can hear me. So what I spoke about was how to get people to buy your product, and I just spoke about a couple of things that can help in that aspect. So you, as Amanda said earlier, it's about creating experiences for your customers, make them feel like you care more about them than their money, and just create little things that will have them coming back to you instead of somebody else. If there's something special about you, like you giving special discounts to your community members, or giving them extra gifts or things that work hand in hand with that said product, that will help improve your chances of them coming back to you. And then you also have to include reviews when it comes to your products, and it doesn't have to be from you. You, as I said earlier as well, people listen to people more. So if they hear other people talking about your products, they're going to want to come back to you. And if the person should say something negative about your business, it's not going to go down as well. It would make them repel from your business. So it's just about the psyche of people and how they're, what pushes them, or rather motivates them to buy your products. I hope that answers your question. And if you feel like you have more questions and the time ends up moving too fast, you can always just send me a DM on my Instagram, which is Aisha too. Or if you're in the community on WhatsApp, you can also send me a message and I will reply.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you. So, yes, we have a community, the Comet Minds community, where we share insights on how you can develop yourself personally, how you can develop yourself as a professional, and how you can develop your business. It is our goal that we're going to create a formidable community, a formidable we intend to create a formidable business community such that at the end of the day we're able to network with each other, we're able to have events where people can come to exhibit their products, show their skills, and be able also to make something out of meeting other people for themselves. Okay, so that's why we have the Comet Minds community towards personal development, professional development, and business development. If you wish to join the community, we have our community manager here, Kelechuku Young, and he's going to share with you how you can join the community. You can either text him, we're going to drop a phone number so that you text the phone number if you wish to join the community. And also, in the community, we read as well. We ensure that we have a book per time that we read that is going to help us. So currently, we're reading Atomic Habits by James Clear. And we're trying to see what kind of habits we are going to inculcate. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, said that he became a billionaire at the age of 53. And one of the things that people don't see is that it is his habits that led him to where he was. His habits as a frugal person, as a shrewd investor. Because over the years until he was 53, he kept investing slowly, little by little, until he got to where he got to. So it's also our aim at the Comet Minds community to see how we can help people develop their mindset towards that kind of thinking, towards the thinking that I can be better, towards the thinking that I need to take action every day, 1% action every day to get better. So please feel free if you intend to join the community, you can reach out to me or you can reach out to Kelechuku and share your insight. Yes, Nafisa, I hope what Aisha said answered your questions. But if it didn't, you still have the opportunity to ask some question. We have some time. Who else has a question? If you have a question on how to express yourself or a question on how to sell your business and product, please feel free to ask. It is our aim that we don't stay too long on these meetings because, again, we want it to be impactful and direct. And we've seen over time with long meetings that people lose concentration, especially virtual meetings. People lose concentrations. So we'll always do our best to limit this to an hour, and you come, you listen, you get what you need to get, and you go. So ask your questions, please, if any question. Yes, Musa Abdullahi, it looks like you have a question. Please feel free. Over to you. Yes, Musa Abdullahi Abubakar, feel free. I can see you raised your hand. If you have a question, please ask. So Kelechiku has shared the number that you should reach out to. So please, if you'd like to join the community there, you can reach out to Kelechiku on that number. Yes, please. Musa Abdullahi, you have a question?
Good morning,
Good morning.
Amana and other contestants, participants.
Yes, good morning.
Thank you for this wonderful and insightful session. I've learned a lot from this session, and I think I'm better than the person that I was this morning before I joined this session. So, once again, thank you for this session.
Yes, thank you for
Earlier, you made mention about two books during
yes.
your talk. I think one, How to Communicate with Everyone. I can't remember the
How
name.
to okay, please go.
Yes. Please, is there a way you can assist by sharing those two books?
Oh, of course, it's
Okay.
possible. I
I
will
will
get
really
the
appreciate.
PDF and share
So
them.
no problem. No
Yes,
problem.
please.
Thank you very much.
You can text Kelechuku on that number so that you join the community if you want to. We would also share these books in the community.
No problem. No
Yes,
problem.
thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for joining as well. We
Thank you. Thank you
appreciate
so
your
much.
time. Okay, anyone else has a question? All right, it seems we are done for today then. I would just encourage you. The thing with life is there are highs and there are lows, which is again something we recognize at the Comet Minds community. It's an open community. The thing with life is there are highs and there are lows, so I'll just encourage you to take it one step at a time. Okay, during the time of the highs, try to strategize so that you are going to be well placed in terms of when any low comes your way. Sometimes lows must not be physical, they can be mental. There are times you may feel mentally drained or exhausted. So, in such situations, plan yourself, see how you can put yourself in order and see if it's a retreat you need or something, but find a way to respond to such situations. So I'm going to say this: there's action, there's reaction, and there's response. So when action happens, most times the default setting is we want to react to situations, but let's learn to respond to situations. And that way, it's going to help us. Then again, I'll encourage you to take action every day. Just be 1% better. When you wake up today and you do one thing that can make your life different, if you do it over 367 days, it means you've done 367%. That's just 366 days in a year. So it means you've done 365 or 66% better than you were the past year or the previous day. In fact, if you do 1% better today, it means you are 1% better than you were yesterday. So I'll encourage you, look at opportunities, look at how you can develop yourself better. If you have any questions, even beyond this, you can always put it in the community or you can always reach out and ask your questions. We'll see how best we can lay or set of that question for you so that you get clarity and be better in what you do at what you do too. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate your time. This time next week, we're going to talk about time management and networking. So please do well to join. Feel free to join. And we're also preparing for Comet Con. It's Comet Conference. It's going to be a conference where you can come. You would listen to how you can hack life, how you can hack business, and how you can hack activities like networking. We'll also have networking sessions at CometCon. We're thinking to have a fair and exhibition section, but we're going to plan around it and let you know. So please feel free, enjoy yourself as you go into the week, next week, and we're rooting for you. Thank you for joining the call, and Godspeed. Bye bye.